So today we are doing Virgo. Super excited. You creative bunch. Always keeping everybody healthy. Always checking in on everyone. You know, I bet out of all the signs, Virgo during this pandemic has probably been the most freaked out. And not because you're a sissy, because you're definitely not a sissy. Just for the simple fact that you like to keep things healthy. And this is maddening for you. This is like a nightmare, a hellish nightmare. This whole COVID event has probably been insane because you guys just want healthy, happy people and the world is being crazy. What? I told you I'm working.
I want a whole movie because the movie's over.
Oh, goodness. Virgos, give me a second. I'll be right back.
Mom, the Lego movie is over.
Okay.
Oh, cookie smile.
So which other one should we do? Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, Virgos. Okay. Anyways, so with your reading, and I'm so sorry for the interruption, guys. I am doing a live, so this is not pre-recorded. I don't have the ability to stop, pause, edit before I post. It's not an uploaded video, it's a live stream. Okay, so if anybody wants to say anything about that, I hope that clarifies that. In case you think it's just rude to leave it up there. Okay, so Virgos, the most attractive, but also they have an eye for the most attractive people. So I think Virgos just have a good eye for healthy, well-mannered, physically attractive, mentally attractive, spiritually attractive people. Virgos are just, they just have the eye. They're detail-oriented. What can I say? They're nitpickers. They can be a little OCD. So, you know, if you have a Virgo in your life, you know they're a little bit neurotic about specific things. Maybe your Virgo is neurotic about their schedule. Maybe your Virgo's neurotic about their kitchen. Maybe your Virgo's neurotic about their beauty routine. You know, who knows? I don't know. There's a lot of different things that Virgos are neurotic for. A lot of it has to do with health and well-being. So whatever that category falls in under for you, that's what it is. And that's why. Their ruling planet is Mercury. So they're just logical. They're realistic. They're fun. They have a good sense of humor. Kind of a weird sense of humor, but a good one. And I can tell you, they may seem strange, but they're really intellectual. Very intellectual. They're quiet at first before you know them. And then they won't stop talking once you do know them. They're mysterious in that way. They do keep some things to themselves. They're an earth sign, so they kind of bottle it up. But yeah, Virgos are generally one of my most favorite zodiac signs, that's for sure. Okay, so let's see what's happening for love for the Virgo. What's happening in love? Ooh, religious factors are influencing your love life right now. What's up, Virgo? Your spiritual beliefs are causing a situation with love. Maybe it's because you want to be more spiritual right now and you don't care about love. Okay? Love takes the back burner because spirituality and your beliefs are more important than that. Maybe religion is an important part of your life for whoever I'm reading for. And that has had a major influence on who you date, if you date, and how you feel about love. Maybe you're already married and you're not happily married, but you don't believe in divorce. Maybe you are divorced and you feel like you are trash now because you've ruined it and your belief system makes you feel terrible about that. And so you struggle in the dating world. So there's a lot of issues. I think your upbringing, which is what it says, also has something to do with this. So scratch religion, just look at your upbringing, maybe the way your grandparents were raised, your parents were raised, just how you were brought up in life makes you date people in a specific way. Maybe you're looking for that ideal partner that reminds you of your mom or your grandma or your dad or their relationship. And it's very hard to be that judgmental and nitpick your relationships to death for it to be looking like the way you want it to look. For some of us, we never find that perfect partner. But for the sign of Virgo, that perfect partner is always out there somewhere. You're a lot like Libra in the fact that you believe in love. You really believe in love, but Virgo is more practical. If anyone has ever had a Venus in Virgo, oh my gosh, it means you have to work at that relationship. It's so hard. Romance is difficult. You have to create the romance. So a lot of you guys, go out shopping. You have to buy candles, roses, flowers, rub the feet, make a nice meal, bring up the conversation. When you have a Venus in Virgo, you really have to work on your connection. It's not going to be handed to you on a silver platter, like some signs, like a Leo or a Libra. Love for them is easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And you know what song I had on my mind today is Milli Vanilli. Blame it on the rain. You guys know that song. Dun, dun, dun. Blame it on the rain. So, you're kind of like, blame it on my upbringing, blame it on my spiritual practices, blame it on my old school values. I struggle in love because of my beliefs and my upbringing. Why do I say struggle in love? Well, I don't know yet. That's just my intuition for the reading. Maybe you don't struggle in love, but maybe you either have love with you and it's hard to keep, it's hard to manage, or you're just single and it's hard to find the one. Either way, Virgo, I feel like there's a struggle here, okay? Bottom of the deck is love yourself first. That makes you more attractive. And that for Virgo is actually easily done. Virgo can sometimes strike people as selfish. And it's not that you are selfish, Virgo. It's just you know how to do what needs to be done. You know how to make a good schedule. You know how to make a good healthy regimen for yourself. You know how to just, be responsible. Start caring for yourself. Take steps to do it. Virgos are logical thinkers, so believe me, they'll do it. They'll like, you know what? If you want me to love myself first, I can do that. That's something I can do without hesitation. Virgos tend to be to the rest of the world, a little bit selfish. I'm sorry, but you do. Because you can be totally into yourself. One of the best signs single is a Virgo. I have to be honest because Virgos can keep themselves busy, very busy with work, schedule, their own workout schedules, their own habits and daily rituals, children. Virgos love children and pets. Virgos love pets. So if you ever catch a Virgo alone, they're okay. They're pretty okay alone. And usually Virgos can go a long stretch being single. I'm talking years. Virgos have a tendency to be single for 5 to 10 years sometimes. They may date a little bit here and there in between, but actual commitment, like marital, living with someone commitment, that's rare for the Virgo. They only commit when they feel it's been earned. It's been very earned. You know, they're stubborn little mules. You know, if I could pick an animal to represent Virgo, it would be a stubborn little mule. No offense, Virgo. I know you're attractive, but damn, you guys have the virgin, you know, queen, so obviously you're attractive. But damn, if you were an animal, you would be a stubborn little jackass. Really, seriously, like, it's true. You don't move if you don't want to move. You won't budge if you don't want to budge. You dig your heels in and you mean it. You're hard workers. You will go the stretch. You will carry others on your back. You'll carry the load for other people. You have strong intentions. You're determined. And there's no stopping you. When you put your mind to it, there's no stopping a Virgo at all. No, none at all. When you make up your mind, usually you stick to it. I mean, very rarely do you change your mind. Yeah, so my stubborn little mules. All right, so let's see what's going on in love and life and work. You know, of course, we can get into some of that as well. Let me get the tarot I want to use. I'm going to use the golden one. Spirit, please guide me on a message for the sign of Virgo. Guide me on a message, please. Give me a message for the month of January for the sign of Virgo. What's going on the next 30 days? Show me Virgo. All right, show me Virgo. Blame it on the rain, dun, dun, dun. Blame it on the rain, dun, 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 dun. Okay, I really need to get Blame It on the Rain off my head. Okay, so the first outcoming message for you is Page of Fire in reverse. You don't really want to do something, you stubborn little mule. There's something that you need to do, but you don't want to do. There's a lesson you have to learn, but you don't want to learn it. I don't know why you don't want to learn it, but you don't want to learn it. You're like, nah, not into it. I really don't want to do this thing, okay? Then you have the Ace of Earth. This is a brand new beginning and a fresh new start for you. It's turning a new leaf, honestly. You have a seed. Plant it, nurture it, water it, give it some love, give it some sunshine, give it some happiness. Nope, screw the seed. I never asked for the seed. Nine of Cups. Now you're seeing a pattern. With the love cards, you had love yourself first. Now you have Nine of Water. Love yourself first. There's something missing, Virgo. There's something missing in your life, and you don't want to deal with it. Sorry, guys. I got to say it like I say it. You guys would, Virgos. If you saw this, you'd call it like you see it. Call a spade a spade. Bottom of the deck under the Nine of Water is Ace of Fire in flippin' reverse. Yep, I don't want it. I don't want this new beginning. I am not passionate, excited, enthusiastic about this new fresh start. Maybe you're not excited about being single, okay? Maybe you're not excited about getting a fresh start because you really want to work on the old one. You're stubborn like that, but it is what it is. Why? Because 9, look at that, 9-9. That's your number, buddy. Virgo, the 9th month. Well, in tropical anyways. That's your number. But look at this, 9 of Pentacles in reverse. That's not a good card, guys. Virgo, this is your card. This is the beautiful Virgin Queen. This is the Virgo card. And it's about self-love, self-care, happy, healthy. It's a good card for Virgo. This is excellent. This is self-sufficient, independent, and just well-rounded, put together and available. But this is a reverse. I think, you know what? You want my honest opinion? I think you're mad as hell about something. What is eating up at you? Now we have your other card. Again, Magician, Virgo. This is a Gemini Virgo card, the Magician. You absolutely have a new beginning. The Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the number 1 major arcana, which means you have all the tools in front of you to take this fresh start but I'm not so sure you want that. Death card is in reverse, sitting there at the bottom. Something's over, you don't want it to be over. Okay, I have to be real. For some of you guys, this is about love, okay? For some of you guys, it is. You were married or you were committed, okay? And your whole heart was totally dedicated, and you basically made an oath or a vow to them, or just from your heart, that you were going to be with that person. But that shit just blew up in your face somehow. Could have been recently, could have been 9 years ago. Could have been 5 years ago, just years. Okay? Could have been last week, whenever. I'm just saying, it's the past. It's the past. And my grandfather clock is chiming, which is a sign for me. It's time. It's time to move on. But you stubborn little mule, you don't want to, because you really are pissed off. And Virgos do have a temper, and I didn't mention that, but Virgos are actually known for their little temperament. They're super awesome people to be around. And you wouldn't think of Virgo as moody, and they're really not moody, but they can have a little fiery temper. You know, they just do. They're closely related to the Leos, so they carry that fire right behind them. And so it doesn't take much, you know. Of course, the Virgos I've known have exercised a lot of patience. So as a Virgo, could you have exercised a lot of patience? Yeah, you probably did. Maybe you exercised years of patience. But once that patience is gone, not much left to give. So anyways, I think you're bitter about a relationship that is over, and somehow it has affected you. It's affected you in different ways. Maybe it affected you with work. Maybe it affected you with your health. Maybe it affected you with your belief system. Whatever this is, let's just say it did a number on you, and you haven't quite recovered. So the universe is trying to talk to you. They're trying to say, Virgo, it's time to move on. I love you. I let you mourn. I let you go through your time of difficulty, and you suffered, and you sat in it, and you dealt with it. But it's time to face the facts that this situation is not for you. It's just not. And it's, you know, and even if it is meant for you, this is not the right time. Because some people are going to say, Stephanie, it is for me. I know it's for me. Okay, so if it is for you, it's not the right time. It's just not. And if it isn't for you, then it's time to accept that and just move on. Because you're not going to force this, you know, square peg into a round hole. As much as you want to oil it, rig it, shave the sides, smack it with a hammer, you're going to bust what you have going on. What? I put on the movie you wanted.
Well, I guess it's your day.
Okay, go potty.
I guess it's your day.
Okay. I guess it's your day too.
You know what the other phone is?
Upstairs in my room.
I want videos on it.
Well, go check. Go look up there for me and find it and bring it down.
I like skeletons.
Yes, you do. Close my door. You know, Matthew's usually right on point with little signs and synchronicities in the reading. And of course, I believe in omens. Okay, and so he said he likes skeletons. Sorry about that, guys. I was getting a call. So anyways, I have the death card, which is a skeleton. And I have skeletons around me and behind me. And I really just think that maybe somebody might be wanting to get like a skeleton tattoo. Okay, some kind of a skeleton tattoo, or they, you know, maybe a skeleton bumper sticker. Something with this skull. Somebody could definitely post a picture of skeletons on their social media recently, or make it a thumbnail, or save it as a screensaver. I don't know, but maybe there's some kind of a connection there for you guys. You guys can figure what that would be. But also, I also think skeletons mean skeletons are in the closet. So for Virgo, how many skeletons do you have in the closet? Right? Do you guys have some skeletons in the closet? Do you have some things some people don't know about? We all do. I would think we all do. You know, I guess some people think they don't. But there may be some skeletons in your closet, Virgo, that are an issue that you're not dealing with. And I got a message for someone. If you're a Virgo, you know, maybe you have an addiction that you're not quite naming. And the reason I say you're not naming it is because you don't want to claim it. But that's that page of wands in reverse, the page of fire. What could these addictions be that you don't want to own up to? A smoking habit, you don't want to own up to that, it's a problem. Maybe you smoke so much, you're starting to cough all the time and your voice has changed. And COVID has alerted you to your lung issue. And you're not paying attention. Maybe you cough and you're coughing off black tar or blood. You know, maybe there's something you need to pay attention to, because Virgo's all about the health. It's all about the health. Maybe you've been drinking a little bit too much lately and you're getting headaches. And you feel something's going on with your brain. And alcohol can shrink your brain. It can shrink your brain, can damage your kidneys. Maybe your kidneys are giving you an issue. You have pain in your stomach and you don't understand what's going on. You know, these are warning signs, and maybe you don't want to own up to it. Another issue that could be a skeleton in the closet could be a porn addiction. Maybe you look at porn way more than normal. Okay, maybe you're checking it every day or every week. You do know the rest of the world is not looking at porn, right? You do know there's people like me and other people that don't ever look at porn, really. We have, but it's not a part of our lives. We don't look at it every week, every day, every month, every year, nothing. So maybe you should look into that. Maybe there's an issue. Maybe you have a neurotic issue. Maybe you're an anorexic. Maybe you overeat. Maybe you're bulimic. You don't want to own it. You know, maybe you have an OCD. You count your steps. You count doorknobs. You overwash your hands. You're a little bit too neurotic and you have an issue. They say sometimes OCD can be triggered by trauma. Maybe there's a traumatic event in your childhood that you have not wanted to pay attention to, which has caused your OCD situation. Okay, then I don't know where it is. Watch the movie.
It's your day.
Well, I put on hold for you because you asked. Okay. So anyways, you know what I mean? Sometimes we have a childhood we don't want to look at. Maybe there was rape. Maybe there was sexual abuse. Maybe there was violence, alcoholism, neglect. Maybe you grew up too fast. I don't know. But a lot of those things could trigger an OCD. A lot of Virgos tend to be like a war veteran also, or a current military person. And now that we're being forced to go back into Syria, which is freaking dumb, but whatever, maybe you're having some post-traumatic stress about that. Maybe you're like, I don't want to go back into the war. We've had a nice 4-year break. I don't want to go back into war. That, you know, I remember Afghanistan and I messed up. And you don't want to deal with that. You know, I recently met a veteran, and he's been out of the military for like 6 to 8 years, somewhere around there. I mean, it's been a good while, guys. It's been a good while. And he struggles with alcoholism because he has post-traumatic stress. And he's kind of single. I mean, he's in a weird position with his ex. I don't know. But he's kind of single. And he has problems, and he's a very good dad, and he's a very good worker. He works at a school. But he had been drinking like pure whiskey or vodka or whatever the hell every day for a few years, and I'm sure it did some damage to his liver, and it just didn't make him the person he wanted to be. But that was the only way he could silence his fears and you know, I guess anxiety. And now he's trying something a little bit different. Now I think he's trying marijuana, pills or oils, CBDs or something like that. And it's good because he's going to get off the alcohol, you know, and that's good. But either way, you have to deal with it. You need counseling. You need grounding. You need healing. You need help. It's not just one little thing that can fix it. Sometimes it's like 6 different things that are going to fix your life. And all of them together is going to work. But one by themselves probably doesn't. So somebody here, and I don't know what it is, you know, could be one of the things that I mentioned. Could be your skeleton in the closet is you have secrets about secret relationships, affairs. Maybe you've had affairs. Maybe you've slept with married people. Maybe you slept with people while you were married. Maybe you've had just ongoing relationships with third parties. Maybe you've had relationships with people you've never been able to say, you know, those kinds of skeletons. And when you keep those secrets too, it can become toxic. And you carry this in your heart and you carry this in your body, and you're going around sick, diseased. You're diseased because you are at dis-ease. And it's very hard for you to live your life in a healthy way that a normal Virgo would. And so the reason all these things came up in this reading is 9 of Pentacles in reverse, 9 of Cups in the upright. Earlier you got love yourself first. Okay? You have the Magician. You have an Ace of Earth, which is 2021. But in the fire department, the fire realm, which is desire, you have a lack of desire. Now, some of you guys, and I'm not trying to be offensive to some of you men out there may not have the desire or the urge to have sex. Maybe you feel like you're dealing with some kind of impotence. Maybe you feel like you have a lack of desire. Maybe you feel like, what do they call it? It's not, libido's for women, right? Testosterone? Yeah, your T levels. Your T levels and your desire may be low. That could be a situation, and you feel like, what's wrong with me? You know? I did know a person at one time that struggled, and he was a young man, and he struggled with keeping it, you know, he struggled with climaxing. And I told him it's because of porn. He watched a lot of porn, and he had a problem getting off in the real world. Oh my God, that sounds so fucked up. God, but it's true. Some people have a problem getting off in the real world. They just can't climax. They need to climax in some virtual dimension. They have to see it virtually. And I don't know if he ever fixed that problem. I don't know if he ever fixed it, to be honest. But anyways, I do see that because there's a lack of masculinity and there's a lack of desire. It could just be somebody has a lack of spine because of the wands. There could be someone that just has a lack of spine to deal with what needs to be dealt with. Or it could be none of those things. It could simply be you just do not want, because wands are wants. You just may not want a relationship right now. Okay? And it's all because you're pissed off about a relationship that didn't work out. I mean, it could simply be that. Steph, I'm not impotent. I don't have problems. I don't have addictions. I don't have any of that shit going on. I just don't want a relationship because the one that I really wanted to work out failed, and I'm pissed and I'm not over it. Okay, well, I see that. Yeah, you're not over it. I get it. But, you know, the universe is here saying it's time to get over it, or it's time to deal with this. And I hate to harp on that, but that's what's coming across. Let's get some other cards here. Show me some hidden truth about the Virgo. Just show me some hidden truth. You love people unconditionally. You love them and you don't, as neurotic as you are, you don't care. You're not going to judge them. You don't judge people and you don't want to be judged. You're like, you know what? I love everyone. I want to be kind. I want to be unconditional. I forgive my person for their past. This person could be a Scorpio. This person could be a Gemini. This person could be another Virgo. Okay? But you're sitting here saying, I forgive them. I just want them to forgive me. Can't we forgive each other? You know? I don't know, Virgo, because I know I was a distraction from your pain. This is some hidden truth. Somebody used someone. Now, Virgo, maybe you got used. Okay? For some of you guys, I honestly think you got used. You were a distraction to someone else's pain. And you were the fix-it angel. And you were coming here to heal them. Why? Because Virgos are healers. Virgos are the ones that can fix people. Virgos are the ones that unfortunately have a dysfunctional attraction to broken people. Okay? Why? Because you're the doctor, you're the nurse, you're the soldier. So, yeah, you were a distraction. And it's very hard to own. It's very hard to accept that. Because you did good. You did good for this person. You gave. You loved them unconditionally. You made them happy. You guys were once really happy at one time. You know, sex was good. You know, life was good. But it was dead and over. And there came a point in time where it had served its purpose. It had served its purpose. And whew, for you to say, wow, so that's it. I fixed you up. You're good now. You're healed. You're confident. You feel happy. You got over your addictions or your sickness. You feel confident now about yourself. I lifted you up. And now I'm trash. That's kind of how I feel for Virgo right now. It's like, so, okay, so I was there for you when you needed me. I was there for you when you were sad. I supported you. I healed you. I fixed you. I gave you love and nurturing. And what, now I'm trash? Discard me? You don't need me anymore? Wow. This could be for a lot of soldiers too. They just feel used. A lot of Virgo energy here. I just feel used. Thanks for nothing, man. You know, that's kind of, but it's not. It's not thanks for nothing because Virgo's hurt. Virgo has hurt feelings. Virgo's feelings are hurt because they actually did care. And it's not right. It's really just not right. This person says, I hope that you can forgive me one day for them walking out on you. And I don't know if you can. I don't know if you will. Time will tell. But the truth of the matter is you were a distraction from someone else's pain. You thought you could fix them, but it didn't work. What was that song? It's like you see me, somebody's sitting up there. You see me sitting down here. I put you up there. How does it look from up there? I put you up there. How does it look from up there? Was it, I think it starts with an H. Halsey? Is there a song by Halsey that says, I put you up there, feeling so fine, and you're looking all that way. I don't even know the words. So far down to hold me. I don't know. I'm here. Yeah. Halsey. I'm sorry. I can't even recall the words of the song, but that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing the melody, you know. I'm hearing the melody. I just can't sing for shit right now. But Virgo, this is your jam. Today, Halsey, I put you up there. Look what I did. I brought you up from nowhere. You know, how I loved you, and look what you've done to me, man. Like, fuck you. Now you're sitting up there way high on your little throne. Okay? Hope you feel good looking down at someone who put you there You know, you're up there because I put you there. I didn't have to, but I did. I put you there. How does it feel? You know? Now you're too far away to hold me. Now you're too far away to be with me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. That's kind of the vibe, Virgo. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, Without Me by Halsey. Thank you, Elizabeth. You guys should turn that on while we do this reading. Just jam it out. Let's get another card here for Virgo. Give me another card here for Virgo. Tell me the Divine Masculine message. Ooh. It was in reverse, so I kind of think it hasn't happened yet. But the karmic is finding out the truth. Woo! Ay, chihuahua. Hot tamale. There's somebody out there, whoever they're up there sitting up high with, that person thinks they know this cat. They don't. There's skeletons in the closet. They're going to find out the truth. They're going to find it out. They don't know yet, but they're about to. Okay? Right now, this person that's up there just living their life like a baller, out of control, they're turning heads and feeling good. Like maybe they're high, maybe they're drinking, maybe they're like popular. Virgo, you know, whatever's going on, this person's like, oh yeah, I am feeling so damn good. So damn good. And you're watching them and you're like, oh, I hope you're feeling good. Yeah, you feeling good? You turning heads? Yeah, you're just looking all fly, just on point. You're doing real good for yourself. Well, yeah, news. I'm pretending. And I'm playing a role. I hate it, but I don't know how to stop. You know? Oops. Look what fell out. I was just going to put it down and look what fell out. The grass is not greener on the other side. Angry and resentful. Hard feelings, not over this. I need more time. And broke free. Karmic cycles and drama over. I think when the truth comes out to the karmic, I believe at that point is when this person will have a turning point. You know? But unfortunately, to say Virgo, right now, they're just not at that place. It's coming up for them. It's just not there yet. Give it a moment. Hold the line. Hold the phone. You know, hold the phone. Hold the phone, but don't hold your breath. Okay, someone's playing a role. Let's go ahead and get a Divine Feminine message for the sign of Virgo. Give me a Divine Feminine message. How does it feel sitting up there, feeling so good, far away to hold me? How does it feel sitting up there, feeling so high? And I put you up there. Okay, I don't know the words, but I'm hearing it. I put you up there. Let's get a message for the Divine Feminine, please, or from. Woo! Man, I tell you what, guys, this is a third-party situation. I didn't want to go there. I really didn't want to go there in this reading, but damn, if it comes out, honey, if it comes out, sweetheart, it's going to come out. It just is. If it's your story, it's going to hit you right between the eyes. Boom, it's your story. If it's not, I'm sorry, then be happy. Be happy it's not your story, because this Virgo is getting crushed. All right? We have karmic situation, third-party drama, painful karmic, okay, karma, and hard lessons are here. Hard lessons. This is a message to the Divine Feminine or from the Divine Feminine. You have to see what part of the side of the boat you're on here on that. Male or female, doesn't matter. The next card from the Divine Feminine or for the Divine Feminine is just waiting. A deep lesson, a pause, divine timing, look closer. Boom. Yeah, so right now you're just watching and waiting. Literally, I think Virgo's just watching and waiting, trying to see when the hell this situation is going to blow up. Okay? Because right now it's not looking like it is. It looks like they're just having a good time. Like, they're just partying it up. Crack the crystal. You know? We're having a good time. Not so much. Hold the phone. Bottom of the deck is you're on the right path. Okay? So you are on the right path. Yeah. And thank you, Elizabeth, for reminding me, guys. This could either be your direct reading, Virgo, or it could be flipped because it could be a cross watch you're watching. So always, you know, try to get this reading and put it in the position you are watching this, okay? So anyways, you're bitter. You're upset. I don't think you're angry bitter, like ugly bitter, but I think that you're hurt. You're crushed, rightfully so. You loved them unconditionally, and you were a distraction, okay? It's not fair. And so Spirit says, yeah, I think I do want you to love yourself, okay? Because those religious factors are blocking you because of your upbringing, your belief system, and your path. The way Virgo feels is, why are you doing me like this? Because I would never do you like that, you know? I expect to be treated the way I treat others, and if I'm honest, I expect them to be honest. If I give them 110%, I kind of expect them to give me 110%. You know, if I buy and go out for them all out for a holiday or a birthday, I expect them to do the same. You know, and this is an unequal giving, to be honest. And I have to come out and just blurt it out and say it. I think your expectations were a little bit too high. Sometimes Virgos go through that. And you miss that little detail. The little detail that not everyone is as detail-oriented as you. The detail that not everyone is as conscious, self-conscious as you. The detail that not everyone watches what they say before they say it like you. Because Virgos are natural-born editors. They can get there and type a book, and they can edit the book by themselves. They don't have to pay an editor to do it. They know grammar and language skills and writing and all of that stuff, okay? You know, and so naturally, because they're natural writers, Virgos are always natural writers, they're natural speakers. But they don't just blurt shit out like a Gemini. Gemini just blurts shit out, you know, blunt and honest. And sometimes Geminis put their foot in their damn mouth. I'm mentioning Gemini because they're both ruled by Mercury. Okay. But Virgo is, no, I'm going to think about what I say before I say it. You have a plan and a plot to everything. There's always a web. There's always a connection. You always play chess in your head. If you say something, this is going to happen. And if that happens, then this is going to happen. And that's why Virgos are generally careful about what they put out. You'll notice Virgos in relationships pre-read their emails and pre-read their text messages before they hit the send button. That is a Virgo. They make sure that there's no spelling errors, and they make sure that that's really what they want to say. And they want to get past their anger for a minute because they don't want to regret saying it. Okay? I know this. I know Virgos in my life. And I know I am quite the opposite. When I'm fucking angry, I just type all kinds of shit, and usually it says duck, duck, goose, and, you know, all this weird stuff. And I'm like, Google, I'm not saying duck, by the way. What the duck, man? You know? Or there's just a bunch of, you know, other words. And then I blow up, and I'm like, blah, 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 duck, 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 duck. And then I look back at my text, and I'm like, damn, that was insensitive and outspoken, and I probably should have just chilled out before I said anything. Because now I'm embarrassed, and clearly this person thinks I can't spell for shit. You know? Damn, and I hate when I'm in a relationship with a Virgo because they're always judging me. And I'm like, fuck you, Virgo, for always judging me. God damn it. Why? Why do I like Virgos? Why? They're just judgy. Much? I'm a Gemini. Quit judging me, man. I say shit. I have a temper. I'm a bleeding heart. I do stupid shit. Can you forgive me and move on? And Virgo's like, yeah, no. No. The answer is no. I'm not just going to move on. You said this shit. Obviously, you feel it. You know, I trusted you and then you blew up. You know, what the hell? Freaking A? And I'm just looking at them like, damn, if you could just get over shit faster, we would be so happy. And they're looking at me like, if you just weren't so fucked up, we could be happy. So, you know, it could be a situation like that for a Virgo. I don't know. I don't know what your situation is, but there's clearly some disappointment. There's some disappointment in a relationship, you know, and I just honestly feel, you know, this is love, but there's some stubbornness going on here that is not allowing someone to just heal and move on. Can I just say, if there is a relationship here and there's a third party involved, somebody got angry too quickly. They were childish. They said some shit they didn't mean. They really love you unconditionally, or you love them unconditionally. It ended the relationship. They're single. They're not happy. They're going through some fucked up shit in their life because they feel like it's their fault, and you're holding a grudge. There's no way, not a cold day in hell, that you would want to forgive them because you're just angry and you think you know them and you think that that's it. You're right and they're wrong. You're big and they're small, and that's the way it is. And that's the way love goes, and it's just over. And the other person may be having a hard time accepting this ending. Because Virgo, if this isn't you not accepting this ending, this is your person not accepting this ending. You know what I'm saying? It's one of you. And there's a desire here for a new beginning, and it's very spiritual, okay? But someone's going to have to get past their pain and stop being distracted by somebody else. There's some third party. Could be a friend, could be a lover. I think it's a lover, but it could be anyone. Could be a, you know, a vice of some sort. But yeah, that's the distraction. And meanwhile, somebody's just waiting for this to heal and reconnect. But there's so much pain in all of this, okay? And I think the biggest thing that's keeping you guys separated right now is a lack of self-love. And for Virgo, that's like the toughest word to hear. It's like a straight A student, president, valedictorian of the school, writing a paper about love and happiness, and they get an F because they were too technical and there was no heart. There was no heart in the paper. It was all technicalities. You know, and so the valedictorian and the straight A student looks at their paper and they say, how did I get an F? How did I get an F on this paper? I'm brilliant. I'm smart. I'm educated. I know how to write a perfect paper. I've written them all my life. So why am I failing? And the teacher looks at the student and says, you know what? There's no heart in your paper. It's all logic. It's all thoughts. It's all plans and strategy. It's perfectly written. There's not a single mistake in there because you didn't write it with passion. You didn't write this story with passion. You didn't write this paper from the heart, okay? You wrote this paper for a grade and you were not into the subject matter. I want you to go out of your office, out of your schoolroom, and I want you to go experience some life. I want you to get out there, get your toes wet, get dirty. I want you to fall in love and fall out of love. I want you to get some life experience here because this is not good. So I don't know what's going on here, but someone needs to get down to earth. And it feels like it's Virgo, but it could be the person you're dealing with, Virgo, because it can always be reversed. But that could definitely be an issue. And also the religion is an issue. If somebody's married and they're married because it was an arranged marriage, or they're married because of religious factors, you know, maybe they're both the same religion or something like that, but they're really not in love with that person anymore, or maybe ever, they never were, and they fell in love with some divine person and it never really got a chance or an opportunity to grow. It's not because that person wasn't enough for you or for them. It's not that you weren't enough for them, if that's the way the story goes. It's they're not enough for themselves. They don't love themselves enough to make a decision to be happy just because their life is worth it. That is ducking accurate. That's cute. Yeah, because somebody thinks their life is not worth it. It's someone that says, you know what, I'm, 50 or 60, whatever years old. My time has come and went. Love came and went for me. It's not for me. I never really got to experience it the way I wanted to. So what? I'm just going to sit here on my rocking chair in the front of my house and watch the birds. Maybe that is a level of peace, but that's not very daring. Maybe for some people it's, I had my love situation with my kid's father, my kid's mother. That was the love of my life. That was the person I wanted to be with. That was the person that I wanted to marry and stay enrolled with, and it didn't work out. So there is nobody else for me. I think I just want to date casually, and that's the rest of my life. I'm not looking for forever. I'm just looking for right now. And that could be for some people. Or it could just be a bittersweet. I already had the love of my life. I'm grateful. I just want to be by myself. But whatever's happening, somebody's missing the good stuff. Maybe you work too much. Maybe you're too hard on yourself. But this is the prime of your life, and you're either A, not taking care of yourself, or B, you're not loving yourself enough to open up and see what good things are in store for you. Let's get some other cards. What does the Magical Herb Oracle have to say for Virgo? Okay, Magical Herb Oracles, give me a message for the sign of Virgo for the month of January. Okay. So you got 2 of them. We're just going to take them. You got another number 9. Number 9 is your number today. Maybe you have a number 9 life path. Maybe you have a number 9 birthday. Maybe you have a 9 in your birthday. The 19th or the 9th or the 29th, something like that. Maybe this is the 99th time you've tried, but give it one more shot. Give it 100. I don't know what the 9 is for you, but 9 is a beautiful spiritual number. It does talk about endings, and 9 represents the self. It's the Virgo energy, which is your energy, which is the Hermit card, and it represents going within and focusing on self. So Virgo, this is your number today, and it is your 9th month, obviously, for tropical people. This would be your birthday, okay? So let's just go ahead and see what it has to say for you. But I think you have to get clear, and you're going to have to meditate. And remember we talked about the skeleton with Matthew when he came in? Look what this herb is. It's skullcap. Don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, but it's skullcap. So there's, again, something with a skull, like skeletons. It's just so weird you keep having that message pop up. Maybe you need to use your head, okay? Maybe you're too bony. Shit, have you guys ever looked in the mirror? Maybe you like someone who's too bony. Do you like someone that doesn't have a little meat? Doesn't have a little cake? All right, someone needs to have a little cake, for you to play with. You can't be slapping skin and bones now. Come on. Come on, Virgo. You guys are super picky. Maybe you just want someone tall and skinny and perfect like a model. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you should open up. Maybe you should be more open to love. Maybe you should love some curves. Maybe you should love the curves on yourself. Maybe you're getting a little curvy, Maybe you've lost some weight. I don't know. I don't know which way this goes for you, but Skull and Bones is definitely here. And it's really time to just get in your head. Whenever I see skeletons, when I see skulls and bones, I think about death, which you do have the death card, except it's in reverse. And that means time is short. time is short, and don't blow it. Don't waste the time that you have left here. Make the most of it. I know people that are needing a kidney transplant, and they are dying to live, literally. I know someone who is my age and has a new baby and a wife, and he works really hard, and he needs a kidney. And I guess it's really hard for him on the transplant list, you know? And he's thinking his time is short. He's thinking he's not going to get to see his little girl. She's like 6 months old, you know? And he's thinking, I don't know if I'm going to be here when she's 10. I mean, that's just sad. And whoever I'm reading for, you have a life. And you're blowing it because of a grudge, or because of anger, or because of unforgiveness, or because of a lack of self-love. You should go and get distracted from your pain elsewhere. There's so much more beautiful reasons to live than for some person. I feel like if a relationship ends, you might say, what's worth living? It is worth living. Even if you live by yourself for the rest of your life, it's worth living. There's so much beauty here. And I just think that you need to get your head out of the clouds and get down to earth, get down to terra. Yeah. Get grounded. Meditation, skull cap. Hey, guys. Oh, didn't hear me. Oh, well. Anyways, so clarity is here. It's time to get clear. It's time to focus on what's important. Okay? And it's not this shit. You know, if there's some third-party butthead that is stopping you from being happy, let God deal with them. Let the universe deal with them. Okay? You, on the other hand, are worthy of abundance and joy and happiness and love and peace, and just vivacious is what I'm trying to say. Joyful living. So I'm going to read this. Do you want a tamale? There's some in the fryer.
I just have tamale.
Go ahead.
But I just asked for videos. Hope videos on
Okay, I'll be right back,
the
guys.
TV. Hope videos on the TV, Mom.
Oh, do you guys want to see Maddie when he was a little baby? Look at my little guy when he was a little baby. He's so big now. My gosh, it's ridiculous. Oh, but I just like to think of him as my little baby. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Tell you what. Okay. So anyways, I was going to read this. Sorry it took so long, guys. A little distracted. Maddie's a little distracted today. Strange that we are always being used. Maybe we should start switching the roles. I think we will do a great job. Yeah, you could totally switch the roles, love. Definitely. I think that if you guys can focus on loving yourselves instead of loving the other person, that would be better, you know, because that's just too much for you guys to deal with. Oh, somebody wants a tamale. Yeah, don't hold any more grudges, guys. Yeah, there's some skeletons in the closet. Definitely. Okay, so we're going to start reading meditation for Virgo. Virgo, there is a change coming, and some things will begin to look a lot brighter here soon. Goals are also highlighted for you. And I know Virgo loves goals. Woo! Virgo, get your cheerleader pom-poms out. Yay, goals! Virgo's all goals all day long. And Virgo loves to make a list. So go ahead and make a list, Virgo. We know you love them. Anyways, goals are highlighted, Virgo. So now is a good time to set them and to perhaps check in with an old and current goal and give it some deeper thought to how you are going about this and what could you do about it to make it better or to be successful, period. Also, Virgo, there is hope for anything you may be concerned with. And a positive outcome looks more promising than it did last week, okay? Inspirations should be surrounding you, and the opportunity to work with others and inspire them is also here too. So you're actually a little bit inspirational, Virgo. So don't let go of any good ideas, okay? Don't let your good ideas gather dust because you've never used them. Have faith, Virgo, and believe in yourself. For Pete's sake, believe in yourself. Okay, so then I have the number 9, clarity. So Virgo, a revelation. Yes, a revelation and a light is being cast down upon your dark situation. There will be some deep understanding coming forth shortly. And perhaps something that you've been waiting for will soon be revealed. You may need to work with greater accuracy, and you may need to be more mindful of the smaller details in the moment. But if anyone can do it, Virgo, it's you. Protection of what you are sharing is also indicated. So don't allow to show your hand just yet. Keep a little held back for a little while. Keep your eyes wide open. Because right now, if you don't, you just might miss a very small but very important detail. So Virgo, I think there is going to be some tricks at the end here that's going to be revealed. Right now, somebody has something up their sleeve. Right now, somebody is plotting, scheming, planning, strategizing. There's something going on and it's a little bit behind the scenes. It's not out there in the public yet. It will be. If you have been suffering lately, dealing with regret or unforgiveness or stress or just a lack of understanding, a lack of clarity on why you have to start this new beginning by yourself right now, why you're being forced to go within and love yourself, you know, that situation is going to give you some clarity. Whoever's been in the way of your happiness, be it a third party, they are going to find out the truth very soon. And the person that you are heartbroken over or having a struggle with, right now they may be on top of the world, okay, per Halsey. They're on top of the damn world. And you may be singing Milli and Vanilli, blame it on the rain. But honey, just wait. Just wait. There's some deep lessons to be revealed. This is a pause, not a quit. This is a pause, not a stop. Okay? This is a wait, not the answer no. So I think that's going to give you some hope. I think that's going to give you some good healing. You are not being told no to what it is that you want to manifest. but you are being asked to go within. Make sure that you be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Make sure that's what you really want. You're going to have to keep paying more attention to the details. You're going to have to work harder on the way you love yourself. Yes, you have to work harder on that. That's not good enough yet. It's just not good enough yet. And you need to stop being too stubborn to let go, okay? Because this is a good time to love yourself first, and that's the most important thing. Let's go ahead and see what is being manifested with the Magician. Magician, what are you manifesting for Virgo? Okay. Oh! You guys got success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. And it's so crazy, Virgo, because we were just talking about goals. But the Magician is manifesting love and success. So Virgo's doing a good job, and that's what the Magician is doing. She's like, could you just be by yourself for a moment? Like, you know I'm going to give you love, right? Yeah. You know you're going to get what you want, right? Like, you know you're going to get all these goals manifested, right? You're freaking Virgo, okay? Freaking Virgo, the manifesting queen, the manifesting king. You're going to get it. But can you just, like, stop being a grouch and being angry right now about the timing of all of this shit? Can you just, you know, love yourself and just enjoy the singleness of the moment? Please. Like, that's all the Magician's trying to tell you. So we're going to read success, because you're going to get it. You will win. You will win. Success can be many things to the ego self, Virgo. But the soul only knows one triumph, and that is love. Put there for you. Okay? It is a time of reflection. An inner soul reflection, soul work on how successful have you been with your endeavors. The soul doesn't care how big your house is. It doesn't care how much money you make every week and how much money is deposited into your bank account. It doesn't care about the car that you drive and what year it is. The soul doesn't care about the way your house looks or the way you look. The soul only cares about how you express love and how you have compassion. In the infinite wisdom of the universe, the more you love demonstrates, the more you will receive. And even your ego's definition of success is altered. Your notion, Virgo, of how you would be perceived to other people as successful is about to change. The material things that you thought you wanted, that you thought would make you happy, the status, the level of success, the public view, is not really going to make you happy. And it's not going to have the same appeal as true soul happiness and soul success. Because you see, there's a difference between physical world success and spiritual success. There's a difference between being successful at your physical desires and being successful from the heart. Because overall, what makes life worth living is feeling happy. So if you don't master the art of the goal, you won't master anything. You'll remain empty. You'll remain sad and somber. You'll remain unsatisfied. And you will remain forever feeling like a failure. So the best goal to manifest on right now is success at being who you are today, having what you have today, and being so happy with that. If you can manage to be successful at being happy with the present moment, then you have mastered the art of the goal for the soul. And that's going to give you newfound joy that you're much needing right now. So yeah, I mean, the way the world is doing this crazy, who knows what the fuck anymore, who cares, Virgo. I honestly, we're going to let the world worry right now. We're going to let the world worry. We're going to let tomorrow worry for itself, because you do not have control. Certainly you do not have control over what's around you, over your neighbor and your lover and the freaking news and the freaking job and your boss and freaking everything, right? No. Yeah. It's like, and to think that Virgo was carrying around all that burden, to think Virgo was carrying around the world's burdens, your burdens, and the one you love's burdens, or the many people that you love's burdens, if I'm saying that right. And now if you look at it, if you do this inner journey, if you do this introspective kind of work, you look at all these bags that you were carrying that were not even yours. And if you did die today, none of them would come with you. Not the worry about your house and the rent and the mortgage and the bills that are not paid and the credit, that's not coming with you. Not the worry about your neighbor's complaints, that's not coming with you. Not the worry about your loved ones' work, career, financial status, health, and well-being, that's not coming with you. Okay? Your entire worries were for nothing. The world is going to be left to the world. And when you die, it's just you. It's the education you've gathered, because the earth is a school. And it's the love in your heart. Those things come totally with you. And the people that you love and the people that you're soul bonded to, they will be a part of you and with you. So when you look at that in a different kind of form, you won't be so worried about, you won't be bogged down by the details of your job, and you won't be bogged down by the details of the world and your lover's issues and trying to keep them healthy, trying to keep them straight, trying to keep everyone straight. Once you realize that that's not why you're here, you can finally let go. So I honestly think a visual process for you and for everybody watching would be so good, of unloading your bags. I want you to do some kind of a visual exercise if you want, if you can, okay? Or you just sit down and you close your eyes for a little bit. Or if you're more of a physical person and you have a hard time visualizing, you can write it down. You can draw pictures, okay? But either visualize or draw pictures of suitcases. And in those suitcases, I want you to write down a label. This is work. This is family. This is love. This is physical. You know, this is emotional. This is past. This is present. This is future. I want you to write these labels on these suitcases. And then I want you to write in the suitcases the concerns with that label, the concerns with that theme. And I want you to unload. I want you to pack up those bags. I want you to unload those worries in those visual pictures, or in your physical picture that you're drawing. I want you to just to pack up those suitcases with all those worries. And I want you to just to watch you throw them over a cliff in your visualization, throwing these suitcases over a cliff. You are free like the Fool card. You are not taking them with you. Or I want you to, draw them down and burn them. Burn them. Write them down and burn them. Make it a point not to carry that with you anymore. And today, or whenever you do this, your new day, I want you to make a list and a goal for what makes you happy currently. What do you want to do today? And maybe you could do that every day. What do you want to do today? Because if I had a list today, right? Tell yourself that. If I had a list for just today, what would make me happy? Maybe it's getting an excellent cup of coffee in the morning. Maybe it's having the most awesome meditative fest. Maybe it's doing yoga. Maybe it's visiting with a friend in the morning. Maybe it's making, avocado toast for lunch. You always wanted that. Maybe it's tasting a dragon fruit. You always wanted to try that. Maybe, it's going on a walk in the mountains. You haven't done that in a while. Maybe it's finally conquering the decluttering of a room. You know, maybe it's writing a will. Maybe it's, you know, whatever makes you happy, things that you would make you feel relaxed and good today, write that down and do it. Don't make it long. Don't make it like 50 things. Just make it a few things that if you got those things done today, you would feel accomplished. Maybe it's just, I want to make up my bed and clean my bathroom, have a good cup of coffee, work a couple hours, and watch The Good Doctor. Like, you know, maybe that is your goal. And if you could do that today, you could sleep with peace. You know, whatever it is, go ahead and do that. You know, so I don't know. I think that would be good for you to look at. So I think you guys should. I'm going to go ahead and get a card for love and just see what that says. Let's get a card for love, because love is with you. Love is with the ones you love around you, your kids, your puppies, your cats, yourself, and maybe your significant other. Love is for everything. So let's just get a message for how we should love. Spirit, can you give me a divine message right now for how Virgo should love? Give Virgo a message of love. Aw, look what I got. Pick a good one. Pick a good one. Maybe some of you guys want to have a peach. Peaches sound good, you know, but it just means pick a good person to love. Okay? Pick a good person that you can love. Pick a good one. Don't pick one that's just good looking on the outside. How many of us have picked a peach at the store? It looks perfect. Perfect color, no bruising, no scarring. It has a little leaf on it. It could be the picture perfect peach, but it's hard. It's not ripe, and it tastes sour. Not fun. I've gotten some good looking peaches that taste disgusting. You know, maybe if you pick a peach that has an imperfection, but it's the right feeling. You feel it and you're like, oh, this is the right one. It smells good. It may not have the perfect shape. It may not have a perfect leaf on top, but it is the most delicious peach you'd ever taste. That is picking a good one. So be careful what you pick. It's not always about the outside. It's about how they make you feel, and it's about what's on the inside. Okay? Yeah, and that's for you, for your kids, for everybody. Don't worry about the outside. Don't worry about the exterior. Worry about the inside. Okay? That's what's important about picking a good one. And now I'm going to get an oracle here for love. And I'll pick the Moonology card. Can't find my Moonologies. Where's my Moonologies? Give me a second. All right, well, I'll just do my Queen of the Moon Oracle. Okay, that's what I'll do. Give Virgo a message of love. Spirit, please bless these cards and help them to guide me on a message for the zodiac sign of Virgo for the month of January about love. Please show me Virgo. Okay, please show me Virgo. We have acceptance, and bottom of the deck is peace. I really like the peace one. It's time for Virgo just to find some peace, which is unloading your baggage. You're never going to find peace, Virgos, if you're carrying around all those bags. Remember that. Let's go ahead and read the one that came out, acceptance, the number 4. And it says here, and remember the serenity prayer, okay? Acceptance of the current situation, Virgo. It's the first step to change. The past does not exist. The future hasn't happened. There is only right now. Say to yourself, Virgo, I accept where I am and who I am right now. Virgo, when we examine our lives and engage in some truth-telling, we are often confronted with what reality is. The realization is powerful, but often we reject this truth. If it is too hard to bear, or we are too afraid, or accepting something might be very difficult, we prevent ourselves from acceptance. We avoid acceptance. Each of us at some time has dodged our blind spots. And then we have the illumination of what actually is, and reality eventually confronts us. What we do next is crucial. Do we accept exactly who we are, no matter how painful, confronting that is? Or do we retreat back into our illusions and remain stuck and stubborn, unchanging? Virgo, choosing to accept ourselves fully and the position we are in enables us to take the next step towards growth. When we can plant our feet solidly into the earth and say, yes, here is exactly where I am, and this is exactly who I am, then we can accept ourselves fully. The next step is to confidently and honestly and powerfully move towards where you want to head, where you wish to head. Accepting where we are right now in its fullness allows us to accept that there may be some chaos in our world before there is order again. And let's repeat that. It allows us to accept that there may be some chaos in our world before there's change, before there's full order again. This can be an exciting feeling rather than one that generates fear. If we hold on to this new intention every day clearly, we're going to be just fine. A companion stone suggested for Virgo today is lepidolite. Lepidolite. And if you guys haven't seen lepidolite, I don't have one in front of me right now, but it's kind of like a lavender color, and it has speckles, like deep, dark indigo speckles. And that's lepidolite. And that is really good for clarity. It helps you sleep. It prevents nightmares. It really gives you peace of mind. And purple, that kind of energy from the lepidolite really helps you accept what is. I'm sorry, I wish I had one with me right now, but I really just don't. But yeah, you can always look that up on Google. But lepidolite is really suggested for you, and maybe that's good for you. So yeah, find some peace. So that is the message for love. Remember, God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I can't change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That's the serenity prayer. So don't forget those things, guys. So peace and acceptance is what you need to do in love. So if you've had a hard time accepting whatever difficult situation you're in love, just accept it. Yes, it's hard to accept that you were a distraction from their pain. You were used in some sense, to some extent. It's sad to I guess just claim it. It's hard to claim it. But to claim it is to get your power back, because you've been disempowered living in fantasy and in unreality, okay? So you hurt your own self. And now it's time to love yourself, get your power back, and just say, okay, well, I'm on the right path. I did the right thing, and that's what I meant to do. I'm going to love myself first and just see what happens, okay? I'm going to get a romance oracle for the love that is coming your way. Okay, what love is coming towards Virgo? What love is coming towards the zodiac sign of Virgo? What sign is coming? Not what sign. What is coming towards you? Not what sign, but whatever. If it was a sign, it'd be a Leo, because we have heart-to-heart conversations. So either a Leo or a Gemini is going to be coming towards you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter. Anyways, the card about love that's coming towards you, Virgo, says heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay, so this is what's coming towards you. So once you go within, once you do all what we've been talking about, the love that is coming towards you is someone that you already know, somebody that you need to have some closure with or some conversation with, someone that you need to have a heart-to-heart conversation with. That's what's coming towards you. I feel it's physical and in person. Okay? I also feel what's coming towards you in love is like what we just said. It's time to take back control in your life. Free yourself. So I think you're going to disconnect yourself from this person. Personally, Virgo, I think this is closure. And I'm not trying to disappoint people, but I think Virgo is being led to closure with this difficult person. I do think you're going to have the closure you need. Whether it's for you guys to mend your bond, maybe that's possible. Okay, I'm not saying it's not. It's in the realm of possibilities. But there's also this message of, I just want to have some closure with you and end it on a peaceful note, you know, so I'm not carrying this with me. And so I see that as well. So there is going to be some conversations that are going to lead you to your healing, okay? And I'll get a message from them directly about this heart-to-heart conversation. What is this heart-to-heart conversation for the sign of Virgo? Let it go, releasing energy. I'm sorry, Virgo. Like I said, some of you guys may be able to just forgive and forget and move on together. That could totally be in the cards. But for a lot of you, it may just be closure to free yourself and let it go. And I think that might be the closure that you guys are going to have, Virgo. Okay, so Virgo, you are going to have a conversation with someone. Personally, if you really want the 411, I think someone's going to be ending a relationship with a karmic. But that's just my intuitive tarot reading psychic self. Okay, so you can choose to take my word for it, or you can choose to take whatever message you do take from this reading. But I honestly believe if there's a third party, and there is because there's a karmic situation, I think you might be ending it with a karmic, Virgo. I think you've been having a hard time accepting that it's over. And you're going to free yourself from a karmic relationship. And I think you're going to go heal, and I think you're going to love yourself, and I think you're refusing to be single, but you're going to be single again. And you're going to be single because I think you're going to free yourself from a karmic relationship and find somebody worth having. Somebody possibly that you have romantic feelings for. And I think you're going to love yourself. And I think you're going to love somebody else. That's what I think. But that's just my intuitive feeling there. Okay? But please, Virgo, take it however you need to take it. Spirit will talk to you. Spirit will tell you if this is your message directly or it's a message of your person letting go of somebody else. Spirit will let you know directly what's your message. You'll know what it is. Like I said, for some Virgos, you are just going to be closing the door and letting this relationship go. For some of you guys. Bottom of the deck, part of this heart-to-heart conversations that you're going to have with this person, could even be a Sagittarius, is I wish I could actually express how I feel. Because I think this person's holding back. She's like, talk to me. Tell me, how do you feel? Tell me, please. She's pleading with him, please. Please, share me your heart. And he's looking away. 4 cups. Very hard time talking about his feelings. But I do think there's going to be an opening of feelings and a very big conversation that leads to peace. Because somebody's going to talk from their heart. Someone's going to let it go. All right? Let's get a message from the Divine Feminine on that. About the heart-to-heart conversation. Divine Feminine, what is going to be said on your end here in this heart-to-heart conversation? Divine Feminine for Virgo. What is going to be said? What is going to be said in this heart-to-heart conversation with the Divine Feminine? Divine Feminine Virgo, heart-to-heart conversation. Dark night. Feeling abandoned and ashamed, hurt badly. I think you're going to be expressing your pain in this. The Divine Feminine, whether male or female, feels like they've been suffering. They've been abandoned. They've been embarrassed. They've been ashamed. They have felt inadequate, like a failure. Okay? They have felt very much hurt badly. And that's going to come out in this heart-to-heart conversation. And it's going to be, you know what? You need to understand how much you hurt me. And that's what's going to get off your chest. Sometimes you guys saw that commercial where a girl was like running to the bathroom and she couldn't breathe. And she's like, you know, like coughing like me just now. And she goes to the sink and she has a zipper on her chest and she's trying to breathe and choke. And then she unzips her chest, which is so gross, but it was skin. And she unzipped her chest and out fell all these words. Just tons of words, all in the sink. And then she was like, oh my God, that feels so good. It feels so good to get this off my chest. And I think that's what really this heart-to-heart conversation is all about for Virgo is I've been holding it all back and I needed to get it off my chest. You know? So that is this closure for you. Whether it leads you to the land of happiness or it leads you to the land of freedom. Once you have this beautiful closure, this heart-to-heart conversation, things are going to be so much better because you're going to let go of those bags that you've been carrying. Okay? Bottom of the deck for the Divine Feminine is thank you for this lesson. Okay? Thank you for that lesson. All right. So that is the message for love. Let's get a message for your career. Give Virgo a message for their career. Give a message for Virgo's career. Give Virgo a message. Ooh. You have the waning crescent, which is protection. Your career is protected. You may have felt like in your career you've been in the dark night of the soul, like your career has been dark. You don't even know what it is, but there's something good coming from you. Okay, it is coming from you. And whatever this egg is, she's kind of in the shape of an egg. Whatever this career, this joyful, happy way of living that promotes your fulfillment of creativity, but also gives you wealth, health, and abundance, gives you that green, provides for yourself and your family, that career situation is going to be reborn. There's something new that's going to be hatched for you. Whatever these creative talents, desires, or these things are for you, Virgo, you may have felt like it hasn't come to life. It hasn't started yet, or you've never really got off the ground doing what you were meant to do, but that is nearly here. This is the last moments of releasing whatever your careers have been. Whatever your careers have been, they will no longer be. You're going through a rebirth of career, and there's something new ready to hatch. But right now, ooh, I got chills. It's totally true. Right now, you're in the void, which is the dark moon. Okay, this is a new moon, and it's going to start new. Believe me, it's going to start soon. This is a new moon. You're going to suck it all in. Number one, new beginnings. Right now, you're in the void, but you're at the precipice, the climax, the birth of a new career. Whatever this new career is, it's going to give you wealth, health, and happiness and abundance. Okay? So we're going to read that for your career. Number 24. Oops, that's the wrong book. Hello. Okay. Your higher power, however you describe this, is a loving and protective energy. You are loved and protected. Identify your fears. You can protect yourself better. Trust in yourself, Virgo. I am loved and I am protected. That's what you have to tell yourself about your career. As the lunar cycle comes to the last set of its crescents, in this case, the waning ones, we know that the dark moon, I'm sorry, I got excited. It says we know that the dark moon is coming. Holy freaking cow. I cannot believe it's in this card. Anyways, we know that the dark moon is close. So there is a fresh start of the beautiful new moon. I cannot believe that's the bottom card. Just owning it, just clarifying it, just saying, yes, the dark new moon is coming. It literally says that in the definition of this card. So craziness, okay? I love it. It is coming. It's promised by God. It's promised by source. That is a confirmation, and that is an answer, yes, in your career. It is coming. So it says here, Virgo, here is your chance to let go of your resistance. You need to surrender and you need to let go. Wow, your whole message is this letting go, because there is a fresh start and it's so beautiful in the new moon. Here is a chance to let go of your resistance. Whatever you believe your higher power is to be, say that you feel the power of it and that you need its support. Because that support can take the form of feeling protected from whatever might be happening in your life, because this is going to help you release what needs to go and call in what needs to come in. Witches and other pagan practitioners who use the lunar and seasonal energies are often asked to assist people with spells, techniques, and even talismans for protection. The darker moon and the dark moon itself is a time to provide. They keep talking about the dark moon, and it's right here, and it's crazy because this is a waning. But they know this dark moon is coming. The darker moon and the dark moon itself provide a great time to create the cast for what is your purpose. It's a cast. Awesome. An easy way to plug into the earth. Raise that benevolent, loving energy and turn to the 4 directions, asking each direction to shield and protect you in your endeavors. Then finally connect with the moon herself, with you as a conduit in the middle, brimming of full power and confidence. Trust in yourself to do what you need to do. A companion stone for your protection would be black tourmaline. And that's pretty self-explanatory. So there you go, guys. For career, just wait. You know, it's the good stuff is on the way. I think a lot of you guys have been trying to hatch this new career. Maybe it's a book, maybe it's a business. Maybe you've been going to school, okay, and you're tired of it. You're ready to graduate and jump off, hit the ground running, and just get into this new career field, whatever it is for you. Whatever this is for you, Virgo, it's going to happen. You are protected, and that is going to be successful, and it is going to be fruitful, because under this dark moon sits nourishment. Oh, you're welcome, markers. Yay! Yeah, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? There's the egg. So believe me, nourishment is to come. Nourishment is to come. So a lot of this dark moon, dark night, I think it's safe to say that Virgo's been in a dark night of the soul. Okay, you've been there. And you're getting out. Okay, so I think that's the best way to sit your message. You've been in the dark night, but now you're getting out. Okay, clarity is coming for you. The most important thing that you can do to better your life is just love yourself, practice the serenity prayer, focus on the present, and do what I told you about the baggage, whether it's a visualization or an exercise on paper. Do it. Get yourself unloaded, because it's time for you to be fresh and clean and brand new for this shiny, happy new beginning of 2021 for Virgo. So get organized by decluttering, okay? And that's what Virgo's going to do. I do feel for a lot of Virgos, consequently, you're going to be ending karmic relationships, because the truth is going to come out. So if there is a relationship ending, just let it end, let it go. But the order of the day for Virgo is singleness. And don't worry about other people, just worry about yourself, okay? I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, this love is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming, okay? You're doing good. That's all I can say. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, if you liked this reading. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be doing Libra. So I'm excited to do that. If I have time later, maybe I'll come on and do Libra. Maybe I'll get a jump start on that. But if I don't, just look for me tomorrow. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you later. Bye.